So I will start with the example for UPPMAX, and in that case, I'm going to run it as an interactive job, and we have not talked about that yet, but it will be talked about in this next session here. But this is only so that you can see this program running here. So I'm going to start the session on Snowy. So I will copy this line here and start it. And as you can see, I'm pretty quickly getting a job here on Snowy. And as you could see, I am asking for the job to run on Snowy and to get 1 GPU. So I have that now, and I am going to load the UPPMAX environment, the Python 3.11.8 package, module, sorry. And then I'm going to also load the Python ML packages for the correct Python version and on GPU like this. And then I'm going to run Python add list.py. And while you should not run on the login node, but this is not the login node, this is actually a compute node, and you will hear more about that in the interactive work in a little while. So while that is getting to run, I will go to HPC2N. And here you can also do the same. You can also start an interactive session, but again, we'll talk about that later. So I will here instead use the batch script. And as I showed you earlier, you are asking for a GPU, and I am asking for 1 GPU card, and I'm constraining it to the A100s. And then I'm loading modules that I need, and I include NumPy here. And I also need the SciPy bundle and CUDA. See, it ran here meanwhile. So I'm now going to run this here on HPC2N. And it's called add list Kepner-Kaiser, like that. And I'm also going to submit it on Cosmos, also as a batch script, and it's here. And here now I have added the --n tasks per node. And I will check that I also got it added here. Add list Cosmos. I did. Good. Okay, so I will submit it. Let's see what we got at HPC2N meanwhile. And as you could see here, there is no mention of using different output files. That means it goes to slurm -jobid.out. And it doesn't look like there's anything in it. And my guess is it is still running. Yes. Let's see how it is on Cosmos. There it seems to have run. So let's see. Taking this and looking in it. And here you can see how long it took. And it seems to have run a bit faster than it did on UPPMAX. It has now finished on HPC2N. So let's see what we got there. And let's open all of them. You can see there is some difference, and yeah, it depends on how fast the GPU we run on are. And you can test it yourself and see what you get. Okay, so that is one example that you should run. And after that, there is also an exercise that I suggest you to run. and that is to do integration, 2D integration with number. And yeah, the files are here, and there is a solution for SPC2N here. And if you are on Snowy, you can try to make it run there, or you can try to make it run on Cosmos. The examples are also on these in the exercise directories. So let's see here. As you can see here, there is one for Cosmos, one for Kebnekaise, and one for Snowy. So you can also try them there. And you should try and do that, and you should also run the other one. So try and run these GPU examples, whether you are on Kebnekaise, Cosmos, or UPPMAX. So the key points here is that you deploy GPU nodes via Slurm, and you could do it interactively, you can do it with batch. And the number package is often handy in Python because it is kind of NumPy, but for GPUs. And there's some additional information you can look at if you want to. But now let's take 10 minutes so that you can run these examples. And I'm going to stop my share.